Hey, Buck. Buck, Jim Vance, guys are veterans. Steve, I think I taught you a little bit of stuff, didn't I? You were a young boy, yeah, right? I know, that's right. First of all, I'd like to thank Dewey and Kathy Hughes. They're big time. At least Kathy, everybody knows her. Dewey is behind the scenes, taking care of business all the time. Jimmy, you know that. And I really appreciate it because it's been 40 years in this business for me. I just turned 70 years old. I'm like, what in the world? And played a lot of ball before I even picked up anything. And that little young thing right there, I knew him when he was a baby, but he's a golf pro now. He's big time, man, sportscaster. Gus Johnson, who comes on the air all the time. I mean, these guys I worked with from day one, and just try to help them out. And I was there for them when they needed me. And Terry Cornwell, my producer at Channel 8, they stuck with me all the way. I'm going to tell you something. I knew nothing about this business. I just could talk, I guess. And somebody gave me a break because I don't know anything else. I got my degree in physical education, which is not anything stupid. It's pretty rough. And I hung with that. And then somebody called me one day. I think it was Dewey Hughes or somebody called me and said, look, you want to go into sports broadcasting? I said, what? I didn't know nothing about this stuff. But I could always talk and I could always think about sports. And I went on the air. It's been 40-some years now. And all these names you all mentioned in here, Ernie Bauer, all these guys looked out for me a long time ago. And thanks, Ernie. And, getting these awards, when you're in the business a while, you get awards later on. You must have done something. So I'm like, okay, I'll take it. And just like tonight when they called me and said this about this, I was like, what's going on? But I appreciate it. Anybody who had anything to do with this, I really appreciate it. And, I know everybody, and I look at guys now. I'm looking at one of them out there, and I won't say anything. And I had a stroke, and my memory is terrible. And I just turned 70 years old, and I'm like, wait a minute, 70? That's out of the question. But I know one thing, some of the guys that were with me back in the day, when I knew everything, I don't know anything anymore, they hung with me and stuck with me a long time. Jim Vance, I appreciate your friendship. Me and Jim Vance had more dates than anybody in the world. He never showed up. I was there. I know, yeah. That's right, yeah. Thank you, Buck. And all the youngins you had behind you, I was there with you, man. And all the people that I may have forgotten their names, I'm sorry. My News Channel 8 crew is here with me right now. My brother Ronnie, who was a great ball player at GW, George Washington University. Thank you, Ronnie, for coming with me, man. Because I had a date, but she didn't call me back, so I said, okay. So I said, let me bring my brother with me, There's a lot of things that I could talk about because I've been in this business a long time from the start. I hear a lot of you all coming from different places that you were, and you've been in the business a long time, but you didn't start here. I grew up here. I came here from New York City when I was 2 years old and got to know everybody, got to know Jimmy Vance and Buck and all these guys. And I was like, whoa, man, I really appreciate these guys. And some of the names I see around here now is slipping me because my memory is, I don't know who's ever had a stroke or anything, but it's slipping me a little bit. So, but I know you because I'm looking in your face and I know you know who I'm talking about. So I appreciate that. And I've never had a drink, a drug, a smoke in my entire life. And I said to myself, it doesn't matter because I'm sick anyway, so what's happening, man? So I guess it happens. As you get older, things happen to you. And so I accept it. That's okay. I really appreciate all my friends in this business because everybody's been nice. I don't know everybody here. Everybody's new. A lot of people are new to me. But they're so nice because they've been through the same things I've been through. I didn't know anything. I didn't know how to produce, direct, or nothing. All I knew how to do was go on the air and do my job. Wayne Lynch from Channel 8 kept me under his wing, took me in 25 years ago. So I did 18 years in radio. So wait a minute, let me see what I have here. The gold circle, I'm not in the gold circle? How long is that? No, 18. I really appreciate being here, man. It's been a lot of fun. And as I go into my old age, I think 70 is getting old, isn't it? It's not? Okay. My brother doing me like this. Come on now, get out of here. I spoke at over 300 groups a year when I was in radio, doing a lot of area stuff. And I could speak a long time then, but I've lost some of my stuff because of my stroke. But I'm okay. But Buck, my man, Jimmy, you guys are still hanging with me, man. I love you guys. I love all of you all who have been there with me all the time. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
I have a little story about Glenn just to share with you. Glenn would walk past my office and bringing in sports stars to interview for a show on News Channel 8. And it was always a moment that I really looked forward to because I don't know too much about sports, but I know who the sports people are, or shall I say the sportsmen. And he always had such fabulous people. And the thing that always struck me about them as Glenn walked by, and they often stopped and said hello to me, was the warmth and affection that they had for Glenn. They treated him like and Glenn, a younger brother or an older brother, but like a brother. And a lot of these people are household names and people that you all, I'm sure, have seen on television and watched in the sports arenas, and they just loved Glenn, and they respect you so much. So Glenn, that's why you're here tonight. That's one of the reasons you're here tonight. We love you.